afternoon, welcome back to the channel and the next episode in line. As I've alluded to on the community tab on the channel, the videos are a bit short, a bit on the short side, and not a great deal into this. It's a bit of a boring task, this really. But I'm gonna I've decided to knock out a video either between Christmas and New Year or in the New Year of the progress. So I'm documenting it as I go along rather than videoing a little bit, releasing a video, etc, etc. So haven't been near the car for 2 weeks almost, but today, as you can see, the car, the Peugeot, is now back end into the garage first, ready basically for me to strip this this soundproofing stuff down. This is, as I've said before, it's really flammable, so we don't need that in there when we're welding. Like I said earlier as well, a little bit of a hole where the spot welded rusted through, and one in here, but we'll get that all sorted when the welder is here. Cable to contend with on this side, no major issues really. It'll be well out of the way for when we do our welding, etc, etc, so no real issues there with that. So the next thing on the list is get the silver shite off and start cutting the tubes to profile the tubes, etc. They're going to be living in exactly the same place as the driver's side seat mounts. However, the seat will be slightly further back, I think, on the passenger seat side, for more leg room for potentially taller passengers. Not that I'm going to be taking a lot of passengers in this really. The occasional one here or there, but mostly it'll be Mrs. DR Motorsport. So yeah, I'm going to crack on. I'll see you in a bit. Good morning everyone, welcome back. Christmas and Boxing Day have since been, and been a nice bit of a time off, feet up, chilling out, bit of running, and today I'm back on the Peugeot. Now, as you already know, I have spun it round and it's now time to start stripping out this stuff. It's extremely flammable by all accounts, so obviously the other side has been done. I put the seat in there, and the last time you saw, everything was pretty much where it should live. So yeah, that's all. That side's already prepared, marked off, ready for tacking, double checking, and welding in. So that's done, dusted. I put the harnesses on though, to check, just to make sure of the positioning of the harness bar. So the harness bar will be coming from this inner arch to here. Along there it'll be a seamless tube. It'll be pretty beefy tube, 40mm. I'm thinking of going, just to make it a bit more substantial, onto end plates, bolted then into the wheel arches with spreader washers. And yes, so that's the plan for that. Really like the harnesses, the Multimec harnesses. The seats are absolutely amazing. I've had some comments with regards to the wraparound head restraints around on the seat. It looks pretty terrible, but when you're actually driving, when you're sat in the driver's position, you can actually see. You pull forward, you can actually see round from the corner of your eye all the way down. So if you're pulling out on the dual carriageway, whatever, so there's no issues there. It does look a little bit unusual, but it also adds to the look that I want for the car. So yeah, we're really motoring on in that respect. So yeah, today's tasks basically strip all this away. I'm going to leave the one little bit over the tunnel, strip that away, this away, and then cut measure and cut and profile the seat tubes, the mounts, as you can see in this one here, these main tubes to go across. So I'm going to put them in the same place as the ones on the other side. So a lot of the hard work has been done on the other side. So what I'm going to do with this side is effectively just be very careful about it, but take the tubes away from the other side, mark them up first obviously, and basically match them up to the tubes I've got here, and just cut them. So the hard work, the profiling, the measuring, the marking has been done on the other side, so that'll speed the process up on this side. So we basically can get everything welded in, which is the plan. So in terms of the welding work, there's been a slight change of plan. Howell is particularly busy, so I've had to use somebody else, a work colleague actually, chap called Mark. He's been on the channel before with his Land Rover and his Mark 1 Golf GTI. So Mark is a very meticulous chap with his vehicle restorations and stuff. So I'm in safe hands again with Mark. And but yeah, thanks to Howell for helping me with the 106 and various other bits as well. So yeah, I'm really lucky to have friends who really know what they're doing. So yeah, so that's the plan for today. So I'm going to crack on for a bit, and I'll see you shortly. Welcome back. So that's the plates marked out for the inner sills, like pretty much like the other side. This side poses a bit more of a problem, however, because the spot weld is rusted through. Mind the noise. So I'm gonna have to cut a plate out for this section here. To plate over it to reinforce it, because obviously it's really thin here. Most of the Peugeot 205 is thin anyway, but yeah, we're gonna have to reinforce this. So I'm gonna make a wider plate so it's welding onto the fresher material. So I have got plates that I've had made previously, so goal is to use one of these, cut it pretty much in half really, and sit it across, because the tube will be pretty much sitting right in the middle here. Yeah, basically I'm going to cut this, mark this down, cut it in half, and that'll give me a really beefy base for this forward mount tube. So I'm going to get cutting. I'll see you in a bit. Right, that's the rear bar cut and profiled and fitting into place. So I'm going to have this plate here and the same on the side, reinforcing the tube onto the exhaust tunnel, this here now is where it's going to live, so it's going to go up against the plate. This plate will be welded in. Slightly bit out of line at the minute, it needs to come slightly forward, but not an issue until we get things finally lined up for tacking with a MIG before checking for level. Bought a new old spirit level earlier on, just to make sure that everything is how it should be. So it's now time to start cutting the forward mount bar, and that's pretty much what I'm doing next. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, that's pretty much it for today. It's all done and dusted, so everything's ready really for welding. Had a bit of a clean up inside the car. I need to get rid of some of those bits and cover the dash with a blanket or something. Also cover the door cards. I'm not taking them off. They're nice and solid in place. There's no squeaks or rattles, so I really want to take them apart in order to get all those squeaks and rattles back again. So I'll cover it with a nice couple of layers of thick clear plastic, I think. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the minute. So yeah, I need to give it a quick hoover inside. We've got bits everywhere. Get rid of that crap, and that's pretty much it for the minute. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, welcome back. Just decided to open the garage up. Now it's a bit drier and a bit milder today. Try and get some of the damp out the garage. Felt really damp and cool in here. So we also decided to give the 205 a quick spray over with some water. I'll chamois it off in a minute and bring it back into the garage, nose in, so we can get the seat side of the rail, the mounts welded in first, so I can turn the car around a bit easier than once I can drive it in. So there's no point welding the passenger side in first. It's going to be an absolute pain in the backside to move the car around. So currently moving the car around with a spare wheel. Well, it's one of my spare wheels in the front. So not ideal. Yeah, not the best scenario. It kind of rocks backwards and forwards a little bit as you're coming on and off the clutch, and with a car, for a car with a paddle clutch, it gets a bit twitchy, so really quite cautious with it. So anyway, I'm going to chamois the car off and I'll see you. Right, that's the 205 washed, chamoised, pushed, driven back into the garage, and this time with a cover on it because it was really manky and dusty. I just had to give it a wash today. The weather was really nice for a change. No wind, no rain, no snow, ice and sleet and hail and everything that we've got recently. Yeah, pretty good. I've also made a purchase at back end of a couple of months ago really, from a chap called a company called Fly Art. It does classic Fords mainly, so I thought I'd ping him a message after seeing that he put a white 205 GTI 1.9 on his Facebook page. So I pinged him a message and asked if he would do a commission of the DR Motorsport 205, and that he did really pretty quick, considering all the work that he had to put in. I had to send some photos of the car to him, and as you can see, this is the result. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm so happy with it. I'm going to put it on the wall, not quite sure where yet. I've got a lot of frames that I've managed to get hold of. Good to see a mate. I've got some frames, I've got 7 altogether. I'm going to put them on the wall here. I've got some A4 prints that I need to put in them. I haven't decided which ones quite yet, but I'll be putting it up on the wall in a bit, and once I've done that I will show you. I have also been busy this afternoon. In the meantime, I've put some of this Tyvek type material against the wall. The plan is to insulate it this spring / summer, so I thought I'd put some of that material down in there to kind of push back the moisture. It's not too bad in here, but I need to get it cladded up. I've got the rest of the garage to do as well. It's in a bit of a mess at the minute down the front end here, because I need to sort out this section here. Yeah, plenty to do with the garage this year. I'm going to sort out the lighting. The lighting was only ever temporary. Down the middle and the sides, and as you can see, it's pretty dark around in the corner on the where the workbenches are. I really need to sort that out. As you know, at the minute I've got these two other lights up in here to, you know, make life a bit better. So it's a lot well, it's actually really bright down in here. Once these two lights are on, it's incredibly bright, and I will switch them off because the camera there's not like the LED lights. So yeah, plenty to do with the garage this year. I also need to sort out the doors. These doors have had their day. They're completely bollocksed. These were on the original garage that I had before I rebuilt this. I've got to sort out all the windows at the top here. It takes a real battering in this part of the world, and yeah, I need to get them sorted out. So yeah, plenty of work with the garage, plenty of work still to do with 205 already, really, for welding. A mate of mine called Mark is going to pop across and get the bits welded up, so I can then crack on with fitting the interior carpet and just finishing it off, really. Harness bar, I've got on hold of a section of seamless pipe from another friend of mine, a chap called Mike, who's also got a 205 GTI. So yeah, I'm going to go and fetch the pipe from his place pretty soon. I've already got the end plates for the pipe, square plates to go on each end of the pipe to bolt in onto in the rear arches to make the harness bar. So yeah, all guns going at the minute, and yeah, happy days. So I'll see you when I've finished fitting the photos onto the wall. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, welcome back. There we go, everything's on the wall. T16, my Fly Arts canvas is now up there, looking really good, well chuffed. Photograph of my boys in my 205 XS many moons ago when they were little. Photograph of from work at one point, and another one from work. Two photos that really mean quite a lot to me. A photo of the 308 alongside the 205 GTI with a C16. I've really loved that photo. And of course the legendary 405 T16, the Pikes Peak car. It cannot be ignored. So yeah, the wall's looking pretty decent now. I've got some banners on order. That'll go along the wall. I think I'm going to put two here, another two there. I'm going to get to work on Llewellyn soon and get a 12-volt LED battery pack, rechargeable battery pack. I'm going to have a switch on underneath his foot here and a recharge point here, so we can backlight Llewellyn. So yeah, a couple of banners here to fill out the wall. This is staying where it is. And so yeah, it's getting there. So yeah, thanks. I'm going to end this episode here. So yeah, thanks for watching. Apologies for the lack of episodes recently. There's been a whole lot going on at home in my private life, as you you probably, some of you watching this might know, we lost our grandmother quite recently, so there's been a lot of stuff to sort out and deal with, etc, etc. But so yeah, I hope you've all had a really good Christmas, health and happiness, enjoyed yourselves, and everybody got what they wanted. And so yeah, I'm gonna bid you farewell for the last episode. This is gonna be the last episode of the DR Motorsports 205 project for this year. So wishing you all a very, very happy and prosperous new year, and I will see you next year on a nice new episode with hopefully the seat mounts being welded in. So take care everyone, stay safe, and see you all in 2023.